Imagine a country so rich in diamonds it could rival the world's most lavish treasuries. Yet, while the land sparkles, its people face economic hardships. Why? Because for decades, Botswana's wealth has flowed into foreign pockets, leaving its citizens to grapple with unemployment and dependency. Now, here's the twist. Botswana's new president, Duma Boko, is rewriting the playbook. His bold vision challenges not only the diamond trade, but also the West's grip on Africa. Could his strategies inspire a continent-wide shift toward true independence? This is not just a story about diamonds. It's about sovereignty, empowerment, and Africa's future. Stay tuned as we delve into President Boko's fiery inauguration speech, his plans to transform Botswana, and why his stance has global powers, including the US, on edge. But before we dive in, subscribe to the African Web and hit the bell icon to stay updated on stories that define Africa's progress and identity. The Diamond Dilemma. Botswana, known as one of the world's largest diamond producers, has long relied on this glittering resource to fuel its economy. But here's the catch: most of the profits never reach its people. Foreign corporations dominate the mining sector, and diamonds leave the country unprocessed, depriving Botswana of added value. For years, the West has benefited from this setup, cloaking exploitation under the guise of partnerships. Botswana's wealth in diamonds has been a double-edged sword. While it's fueled economic growth, it's also trapped the country in a cycle of dependency as profits flow overseas without creating sustainable wealth for the local population. As a result, unemployment rates have remained high, and many citizens face poverty despite the nation's diamond fortune. President Duma Boko, in his inauguration speech, called out this crisis directly, saying, "We must never again allow Botswana's diamonds to enrich foreign corporations while our own people continue to suffer. The time for change is now." He expressed the urgency of reform, stating, "It is time for Botswana to control its own destiny and ensure that the wealth of this nation benefits all its citizens." Reforming the diamond industry. So, what's Boko's plan? First, he aims to renegotiate mining contracts, ensuring Botswana retains a fair share of the profits. No longer is content with exporting raw diamonds. His administration investing in local processing and luxury jewelry production. This strategy is expected to create thousands of jobs and keep wealth circulating within the country. As he put it in his speech, Botswana must no longer be a mere exporter of raw materials. "We will establish diamond processing plants here, creating jobs and ensuring that the value added to Botswana's diamonds stays in Botswana." By focusing on local processing, Botswana can capture a larger portion of the diamond value chain. Instead of sending raw diamonds abroad to be cut and polished, Boko's vision is to establish world-class processing facilities within Botswana. This not only increases the value of the country's diamond output, but also brings new skills, technology, and opportunities for the local workforce. But Boko's ambitions don't stop at diamonds. He is diversifying Botswana's economy, turning its focus to agriculture, tourism, and renewable energy. As he declared, "We must move beyond diamonds and build a diversified economy that can weather any storm." By doing so, he's preparing the nation for a future where diamonds are just one of many thriving industries. The power of diversification. Under Boko's leadership, agriculture is set to become a cornerstone of Botswana's economy. With vast arable land and abundant sunshine, the country is poised to lead in sustainable farming and solar energy production. Imagine a Botswana where crops and clean energy outshine the allure of diamonds. Boko emphasized this shift, saying, "We must leverage our natural resources to grow crops, produce clean energy, and build a resilient economy. Agriculture is a critical part of our future." Agriculture, often sidelined in favor of mining, has immense potential in Botswana. With the right investments in technology and infrastructure, the country can become a regional leader in food production. Sustainable farming practices can help boost food security, reduce reliance on imports, and create jobs, especially for young people. By promoting Botswana's rich culture and breathtaking landscapes, his administration aims to retain tourism revenue within Africa. This approach fosters a sense of African pride and creates a tourism ecosystem that is more in line with local values, ensuring that profits stay within the continent. As Boko stated in his speech, "Our tourism industry should not be dependent on foreign guests, but should also serve the people of Africa. We will promote our culture and heritage for all to enjoy." Empowering the youth. Perhaps the most transformative aspect of Boko's vision is his emphasis on the youth. With unemployment rates around 25%, Botswana's young generation is a vast, untapped resource. Boko is determined to change this by creating opportunities that turn ambition into action. As he put it, the youth of Botswana are not just the leaders of tomorrow, they are the leaders of today. We will provide them with the tools to succeed and empower them to create their own businesses. His administration is setting up technology hubs across major cities to foster innovation and entrepreneurship. By teaching coding, tech skills, and business development, these hubs aim to position Botswana as a regional tech powerhouse. At the same time, modernized agricultural programs are introducing technologies like drones and smart irrigation to make farming appealing and profitable for young people. Through startup grants, mentorship programs, and vocational training, Boko is ensuring that the youth not only find jobs, but also lead industries that drive the nation's progress. Botswana's youth hold the key to the country's future, and by investing in them, Boko is setting the stage for a tech-driven, self-sufficient economy. Challenging the West, President Boko's vision goes beyond economics. He's redefining Botswana's international alliances, prioritizing partnerships that respect Africa's sovereignty. His administration is exploring trade with various nations and fostering regional collaboration within Africa, sending a clear message: Africa first. In his speech, Boko boldly declared, "We will no longer be dictated to by the West. Our future lies in the hands of Africans, and we will work with nations that respect our independence." Botswana's new direction is a rejection of the traditional economic model that has seen African nations remain dependent on Western powers. The West has long profited from Africa's resources while providing little in return for the continent's people. Boko's stance challenges the existing order, encouraging African countries to look inward and build strong, independent economies that serve their citizens' needs rather than the interests of foreign powers. This defiance hasn't gone unnoticed. Western powers, accustomed to exploiting Botswana's resources, are now uneasy. Even with renewed pressure from the US under Donald Trump's leadership, Boko remains steadfast, refusing to let Botswana bow to foreign demands. As he boldly stated, "We are not afraid to stand up to those who seek to undermine our sovereignty. Botswana will chart its own path." His unapologetic stance is a rallying cry for other African nations to assert their independence. In many ways, President Boko's leadership mirrors the broader Pan-African movement, calling for a united, self-reliant Africa that isn't swayed by external influences. His leadership is not just a challenge to the West, it is a call for African nations to take control of their own futures, without fear or compromise. Duma Boko's bold leadership marks a turning point, not just for Botswana but for Africa as a whole. By championing youth empowerment, economic diversification, and sovereignty, he's setting a powerful precedent. But the road ahead is challenging. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Africa is ready to redefine its place in the global economy? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the African Web for more stories that highlight Africa's progress, resilience, and vision for the future.